Good morning everybody and welcome to the Power Planter Cooking Show, where we do things differently in the kitchen by bringing a little bit of garden into the kitchen. Now normally cooks have very clean hands, you know, because they spend their whole time in the kitchen. I've been out in the garden, in the manure, and I've got those fresh hands. I gave them a little bit of a rinse, but I'm ready to cook something nice for the family today. Now what we're going to be doing is some barbecued kebabs. You know, the ones that go on the stick, not the ones you buy with the, you know, the Lebanese bread at the kebab shop. The different type of kebabs, because they don't go well in the barbecue and they're no good on a stick. But these ones go on a stick, so we've got some of the sticks here today, and you can see I've got a great selection of beautiful vegetables here. Look at the colours in there. Let's zoom in and have a quick look here. Bring the camera in. Now, I know this looks like green capsicum. It actually was red capsicum, but I couldn't get any green. So what I've done is I've soaked it in food colouring overnight to get green capsicum. I was going to do blue, but I thought that the family would be turned off by that. So we've got some green capsicum, we've got some beautiful red, look at these red beautiful cherry tomatoes here and grape tomatoes, they're going to be good. We've got some sweet potato here. Who likes sweet potato? Isn't that lovely? It's better than normal potato because it's actually healthier for you and it's actually a bit easier to cook. It cooks faster, so it's good for the kebabs. And then we've got some lovely button mushrooms, and we've got some, oh, there's some oyster mushrooms as well. I don't take anything like oyster, but I don't know why. But they're called oyster mushrooms. I'm a vegetarian, so we've got some vegetarian kind of meat substitutes. Actually a mixture of mushroom and tofu. And then I couldn't actually get any halloumi cheese, so I've just cut up some bits of polystyrene here, and I'm going to put these on. They kind of melt the same as halloumi cheese. And then, of course, we've got the red capsicum at the end over here. And then, look, this is the finished result. That is a work of art. And once we soak that in a beautiful marinade, look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm just going to put that. You've got contrast. Let's put it against the red, so we're just getting a lovely contrast like they do on TV. Look, the different colours. We'll put it against green. I'm not sure which one it's going to look better in front of, but, you know, we should try them all there. Now, look, one of the challenges, and the reason I want to do this segment today is that it's very hard. Like, if you can see I've got a nice organised production line as we go across here. You know, I want to keep them consistent all the way through. I don't want one member of the family saying, I got an extra piece of capsicum more than you did, or the other way around. How come you got extra sweet potato and I didn't? You've got to keep things consistent so it's fair for people. So here we go. That's part of being Australian, I think that is, you know, share, share, share. Now we'll put this on here, and this is going to put the capsicum on first. Be careful not to skewer your finger, is very important. Especially if it's green capsicum, you don't want your red on it, otherwise it looks like red capsicum. And then we're going to put the tomato on there. You can see that goes through. Now, one of the challenges is you come along to the sweet potato, and because it's not cooked, it's hard to get on the skewer, and you end up snapping the skewer. Now, I've got a solution for that. What I've done is I've got my DeWalt drill from the shed, and I brought it out here because I think it's time to use this in the kitchen. And of course I've got my drill bits over here, and just like you were doing a fine wood project, you pre-drill the holes before you put the screws in just to get a really good fit. Now I've worked out that in Australia the ideal drill bit size for skewers in Australia is the 1/8 drill bit. Let's have a look. We go into here and we've got 1/8 of an inch. There it is there. Look at this, it's my beautiful. I'll take that one out. And, you know, we'll just give it a bit of a rinse. Actually, I'll just wipe it on my apron. That'll be okay. And then I'll put that into the drill. There we go. Put it in nice. Make sure it's straight. You don't want the hole going crooked. There we go. Tighten it up. And this is so simple. So I think, you know, chefs these days make things complicated. They make it complicated. Too hard for the average Joe. Now, I want to make it simple for people. And watch this. Here we go. We just turn it on. It's on drill speed number 2, which is the higher speed. Carefully hold it. Don't drill through your hand. Very important. And we just go through. See that? Just straight through. It went straight through. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to switch it to slow speed like this so we can do a bit of a slow motion effect. Okay? Here we go. See how it goes straight through. And back to high speed again, and we'll do a couple more. Look at that, all the way through. Now, of course, we have the power planters, and you could use the power planters, but you'd have a pretty big vegetable to do that. I guess if you did a whole sweet potato, or maybe a whole pumpkin. If you were making a giant skewer, you'd get the pumpkin, use the power planter all the way through, and then slide the pumpkin onto a decent sized log. Now, that's what you call a feast for a family. And now let's check this out. Let's see how easy this is. Now I've put the holes through it. There's our skewer. Here we go, we come over to this ordinary looking bit of sweet potato that's been pre-drilled, and look at this. It slides on beautifully. No more broken skewers, no more stabbing yourself in the finger. It's just so easy. And then we can go to the next step, put the mushroom on, put the veggie meat kind of mushroomy thing on, put the bit of polystyrene on. By the way, it's not really polystyrene. Just in case you're watching this, I don't want you to use polystyrene. It's not good for you. And then we put the last bit of capsicum on there, and then you have a beautiful, beautiful kebab. Look at that. Is that a work of art or what? Very good. And people when they're eating this are going to look at it and they're going to go, that's a marvel. And then they're going to see the sweet potato and they're going to go, I wonder how he got the sweet potato on the stick without breaking the stick, because nobody's figured that out yet. Okay, and then we put it into there. I'm going to soak those in a beautiful marinade for a few hours, and then we're going to barbecue it up. So, thanks for watching. This has been the first series of the Power Planter Cooking Show. I look forward to your comments, and if you want to write in suggestions of things you've thought up using tools from the shed in the kitchen, I'd love to hear from you. This is Brian from Power Planter and True Blue Aussie Gardener.